Okay, we got
Brian.
one from Nick who says,
Rocky.
what's the
Rocky's
most
a real
stereotypical thing you've seen from a person of that stereotype? For me,
Oh,
it's
you're just asking us to get
For
ourselves.
me, it's how Hares talk in the Redwall series by the book Brian Jacques. What? Okay, I'm not sure, but I've got one.
That's accurate.
I've got one.
I have on numerous occasions seen Wooly eating chicken.
Yeah. So
and drinking purple.
So
yes, I remember that specifically because there were no words exchanged. Because I looked at him and he looked at me like, "You really?" Yeah, I'm like, "Nope, I got what I wanted."
I was with Shmup Pat, and and there was one afternoon we were all pretty tired and hungry, and we're like, all right, let's just head on down to the KFC. Why not? We hate ourselves enough.
Fuck it. I'm willing to just walk out of the KFC.
You know
and
what?
Be seen.
Like the mood felt right.
Felt right, yeah.
Because
I hope someone's
it was that
recording
kind
this.
of day.
Yes.
And so we're standing in line there, just like laughing at ourselves, being like, "Oh God, here we are doing whatever."
Here we're doing the thing.
And so
it's ironic.
So old, wise looking, like almost like a magic pixie black man kind of thing.
The magical Negro.
Looks like looking dude walks up, who we've since dubbed Porterhouse Carter. He goes up.
That's solid,
right?
That's good.
And he goes up and he's like, "Okay, so tell me about that. What is this combo of this family feast?" And they're like, "Well, you got the sides and the this." He's like, "Can I get the feast?" And they're like, "Yeah, you get the coleslaw, your choice of whatever." And he's like, "No, I don't want to hear about none of that. I just want the chicken." And we just went,
you have to run away.
And did you stay in line?
We melted into the crowd.
You have to run away.
Then you both go, "What's our uncle doing here?"
You know,
Yeah.
Wooly, when we were
I'll have what he's having.
when you, I, and Liam were all in Japan, almost everyone there acted like a bunch of stereotypical Japanese people.
Yep.
Ironic.
Sure.
It's true.
Japan's stereotypes hold up aggressively well.
Very quiet, very polite. Very
Just
nice.
this past weekend with Cranky, he was getting something. We're at like a 7-Eleven's, the depanneur or whatever, and some guy, a French guy, we live in Quebec. He's on his phone, and I don't know the context, but he literally went. And I was like, all he needs is to be eating fucking frogs.
I have made that noise. I've seen my dad make that noise.
I didn't hear what he said
I've
before.
seen my brother make that noise.
I didn't hear what he said after, but he said,
I remember specifically a moment at the dinner table in which we were watching hockey and Dad is smoking and the Mae West. No, it was Joe Louis. And the cigarette doesn't leave
Joe
the
Louis.
mouth.
And he eats the joke around the cigarette.
Yeah,
That's fucking
It's like,
Quebecois.
Dad, you fucking French. Like, come on.
Pepsi
I'm
and
watching the Habs, Pat.
That's great.
Or like
We're losing again.
Not too long ago, one of my fiance's cousins said, "Come eat at a pizza pasta." He was joking though. I'm pretty sure.
But still.
So now that's a thing. We were going through Netflix and we saw a documentary about Mediterranean sharks. It'd be really funny if these sharks are like, "Hey, come eat at a pizza pasta," and like every animal that's like from a particular nation just has a racist human accent. Eat at a pizza pasta. Charles Martinet was at Comic-Con. I really wanted him to say something like that Mario would never say, but I never got.
Two things, I guess, just
wouldn't say
like
it
super
anyway.
Quebec stuff, where I was talking to a friend of the family's and his wife, and she's super Quebec born, and he's kind of more English from Ontario.
Quebecois and
yeah,
Quebecer.
exactly. And she was talking about how she had to replace the windshield on her shawl. And he was like, what even is a windshield in French?
God,
and they just sat there until one of them.
What was she saying? What was she saying? Like, j'ai besoin de replacer
the windshield sur mon char. Dans mon driveway.
Yes, sir.
Il est pété.
Okay, so I
Hey, les kids, prends tes effets, puis let's go.
I called a cab to get to one of you places the other day, and the guy passes by my house, because my house has the weird thing at the corner, and I'm trying to explain to him that he passed the thing, and I can't, for the fucking life of me, remember the French word for building, So I just vous avez passé le building.
And he got it.
And he's like, oh, c'est lequel building? I'm like, le building sur le coin, c'est juste vous prenez la droite sur such and such.
Yeah.
La building, c'est juste sur votre gauche. C'est like, okay, merci. I'm like, Quebec is fucking weird.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
our
weird.
language is dying. We need to defend it. Assume more English into our language.
See, we have our wall, but there's cracks. Fill it with some English words here and there.
It's like
great.
What it is it's like the creep is expanding across the planet, right? That is French. So we need to assimilate more language in, but we're worried about the fucking overlords that are causing our creep to dissipate. Like
the ultimate is working at a grocery store and helping people bring their shit to their car, and it's like, oh mon Dieu, j'ai perdu mon char dans le parking.
Yeah, exactly. Shaw is an amazing word.
I can't believe people still say Shaw.
Yeah,
that word is like 50 years. Like old people say that shit.
I bumped into a gaggle of fans at Montreal Comic Con. They're all like
Short
they're
for
all
chariot.
French, and they go never stop. All of you speak French here and there. It's always hilarious.
No.
And I was like, bien sûr.
No, my girlfriend has the problem where like she'll assume a word translated into English is pronounced the same way.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate because it's really long words. I don't have any examples off the top.
I get where
you'll
you're
still hear me do it every now and then when I say shit like sarcasm.
Yeah.
Where it's just
just
like I speak English 99% of the time, but sometimes my brain just fucks it up.
Yeah.
Certain words.
It's like, oh no. Oh, stop caching it.
What's he call this?
The only, I remember 2 years ago at Christmas, at my Mon oncle Ghislain.
Oh, Ghislain?
That's a fucking Quebec name.
Wow.
We were at his place, fucking...
Saint Jean-Baptiste Richard Ghislain.
Yeah, exactly.
Joseph David.
Ghislain Desjardins.
So,
fuck.
There are 100 million people with that name.
We're at his place for our, super French-Canadian Christmas party. Fucking square dancing to French-Canadian fucking, cowboy fringant and,
oh god,
other
cowboy
assorted...
What is fucking... Is there a fucking CRT with Elvis Gratton?
Yes! There is still a CRT in that room, and it still plays that.
I was talking to Mike about fucking Elvis Gratton fucking 9 months ago or some shit.
Or Garou.
And just Garou. No one will ever... You cannot explain Elvis Gratton to people.
And then my cousin comes and he says, I'm going to put on the good stuff. Michel Bublé goes on.
Well, we have our own Frollywood, is what it is, more or less.
I love fucking Elvis Gratton. He's fucking great.
Yeah.
He's fucking good shit.
Quebec culture
is awesome.
It's the best.
So fucking weird.
It's so good.